Afternoon, everybody. Coming to you from Thermal City Golden Gem Mine, North Carolina. We all had plans to come down here, PA Patriot and me and Benzo and a bunch of people to meet with John Nicoden's widow, Ellie, but apparently she can't make it. So found this out late. And as things developed, JP and Lawns and Moore and Katie and Benzo, and I don't know who all is going to be coming in here tonight, this evening. This is Friday. And PA Patriot, Dan's truck, the transmission blew pulling that trailer in Virginia. So I asked him, what are you going to do? And he said he got it to a dealer, so they're going to replace the transmission, and he's going to get a rental truck and bring the trailer on down to Thermal City this evening. So I went ahead and paid for his site and extended its stay a little bit. And was talking to Betty because I want to run that new 2.5 dredge I got. And she explained to me where I could and could not. And if you look upstream here, that up there is the beach where you can run your high banker and you can have pay dirt delivered to you. And that little sign there hanging in the water there, that's the between sign. This you cannot dredge between that sign there and the one up above the beach up there. So I'm running a test hole here. I'm running my sluice and trying to dig a test hole downstream from that sign and see if I can figure out a good place to just go ahead and set my dredge up and dredge. So yeah, as this develops, I'll keep you posted, and we'll be updating here in a little while after I dig a hole here, a good enough hole to think where I might have some gold. I actually saw a little piece in the dredge, in the sluice rather. Got the dredge on my mind, and I'll see what kind of cleanup I get out of this, and then I'll try a different spot. And I don't know how many spots we're going to try, but I'll bring you back on when I got something else to show you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another short story. There's a fella I know that knows this stream well. He goes by HD Shovel Ed. Everybody knows HD Shovel Ed. He's the one that told me to get gold out of this stream. You find an obstruction upstream, go downstream, like that one over there, which I'll probably get to. You dig down 18 inches, and then you start to classify, or you start to run your sluice. So, see where that shovel's at. That's 18 inches into the bed of the creek, not 18 inches deep in water. So, I've been just feeding that sluice and then cleaning out the big stones as I go along, because I can't hardly get enough flow even with the wing dam I built here. But yeah, I'm going to run this thing for a little while longer. I'm going to open this hole up pretty good, and then I'm going to do a clean out, and I'll bring you back on when I do that. Alrighty, so I decided to go ahead and classify a bucket out of the bottom of this hole, and I'm going to run it through that sluice here in a minute, and then I'm going to do a clean out, see what we got. So I'm going to let you watch me run this sluice. It's going to handle the classified material a lot better. This just a test, really. Probably got one more hole in me tonight with this old way of doing it. Looking for a good place to set up my dredge tomorrow. And unfortunately, it's either further downstream probably or further upstream. But I'm going to do a couple test holes around here first and just to see what's going on. About every 4 scoops, I got to clean out the bottom end because the way the sluice is set up, the tailings aren't clearing like they should. So, that's what you got to do, you do it. Looks like I'm getting a reasonable amount of black sand. Looks like a piece of gold dancing around right there. Hope it stays in the sluice. Okay. Okay, we'll get the pan down here and clean it out. Let it clean out a little bit itself first. Alrighty. Look here and pan this out. Okay, turn it around so you can watch. Hopefully that's good. Here's my concentrates. Like I said, there is looks like a reasonable amount of black sand. Get some of the bigger stones out. I wasn't classifying it at all when I started, but I figured I better go ahead and give the sluice the benefit of the doubt. Any bigger stones I can get out of there. All right, I better spin this back, see what we get. That's actually a good bit of black sand. Let me try to get a little bit more stuff out of it. That is a good bit of black sand. Like gold to me. Hey, there's a nice piece of wire gold there. Yeah, there you go. I didn't bring a little bucket with me, so I'm gonna be snuffering up whatever I see before I start the next hole. That's a nice piece of wire gold there. Really didn't expect that. I'll take it. I hope there's a bunch more like it at the bottom. Oh, there's gold right there in the corner. That's enough for that. That's actually a nice bigger flake. Looks like one of them North Carolina yellow stones there. There's another piece. I don't know if you can see this in this pan. Probably not. That's a nice piece, that wire gold. I'm gonna snuffer that thing. There we go. There's a piece. Like I said, I didn't bring anything for concentrates down here, so. And this is these are test holes, so I'm just going to snuffer it up, and then I'll just have to compare it to what I get from the next hole. And that's probably some very fine stuff there. I'd have to put my glasses on just to see it. Eh, okay, I'm going to spin it back the other way real quick, and then I'm going to have to pause you while I figure out where I'm going to dig the next hole. Spin her back the other way. There's a lot of black sand. And there was gold in it after all. Carolina gold colored stone. There's another flake. Speck, really. There it is. And another gold colored stone. And another speck. So honestly, I wouldn't really call that a good pan in most places, but you got to dig for the gold here. And that little piece of wire gold, that was nice. Okay, not saving it. Going to pause you, and I'll bring you back on after a bit. Okay, so I picked my next spot, moved a bunch of rocks, and started digging down there. And this is what I hit. So I'm not going to show you where I was digging, but that's probably where I'm going to be dredging. I thought there might be some there. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to have to pause you. Well, so now I just took a half an hour to break down that big hunk of clay. I panned it all down, a little bit of black sand, no gold in it. So now I'm back to the drawing board. So I mean, really can't do a valid test here, but I mean, if I got a week, and if I run the dredge for 45 minutes in one spot, clean out the top mat, and move it over and run it a little different spot, maybe I can figure something out before the end of the week. So anyhow, that's why they call it prospecting. And this will be the last update today because this video is already getting long. So I might go downstream there a little bit further. I don't know how much further I'm allowed to go, really. It looks interesting. This is like wide open here, but I did get a nice piece of wire go right out of there, so I'll figure it out. And I'll see you all next time. I'll see you.